Hi, welcome to A Year of Mindfulness. I'm a physician assistant. My name's Kim Porter, and I love books. I love reading nonfiction books and learning about how to make myself and my patients and family members happier and healthier. One of the things I hear most often from my patients and friends is their weight. They're struggling with the size that they're in, the way their health and their weight affects their body and their health, and they want to make changes. I've seen people try again and again to try to lose weight. I've seen people lose weight and then only a couple of years later they're right back to the weight that they were at. And I personally have spent the last couple of years trying to find the perfect diet to try to eat, and so many of the books that I read were very black and white in their thinking, and these foods are good and these foods are bad, and in my attempts to eat perfectly I would develop patterns of binging where I would say, oh, well, if I'm not going to be able to eat this food for such a period of time, then let's eat all of them now. And so then I would binge eat on my favorite foods, and then I would eat healthy for a period of time, and then I would get derailed. And this happened over and over again, and it's developed unhealthy patterns for my brain where I started binging, and then I have this black and white good food, bad food mentality where I stopped and realized the other day that this is not working, and it's not healthy for me, and it's not healthy for my brain. And I read this book a few years ago, and I thought, I think I need this book now more than ever. And the book was called The Thin Woman's Brain, Rewiring the Brain for Permanent Weight Loss. And then the author is Delilah Sorrell. And the amazing thing about the book was she kind of had described me and my brain, and she realized that she had the brain of a chronic dieter because she was recurrently thinking about food and obsessing about food, and even if she became a healthy weight, she used all her willpower to stay that way. And she stopped and looked at some of her friends who were naturally thin, and she was talking to them about the way she viewed food and the way they viewed food, and it was totally different. So the people that were naturally thin, they didn't just snack or eat just to eat, that they would really be mindful with what they ate, and they really wanted to stop and savor and enjoy their food and enjoy their meals. So she and I both would sit, or I listened to how she would sit and eat food while she's preparing it, or she'd stop at the store and grab a snack and a bite to eat and eat it in the car on the way home, versus her thin friends would want to not eat until they got home so they could really stop and enjoy their food. And it took reading her book to make me realize that I think the only way for lasting permanent weight loss and to feel good mentally and physically is via mindfulness. And I've practiced mindfulness in multiple ways for the past 10 years. I've been a novice meditator. Sometimes I've done great with it, and sometimes I'm an utter failure. But I thought, I think the only way we can really make this work and have lasting changes is through mindfulness. And so I've spent the last month or two really listening to mindfulness books and articles and trying to figure out how can we do this right and how can we do it better. And so I had an aha moment, and I really wanted to outline a plan for me to get me back on track physically and emotionally. And I thought, I know so many people that are in the exact same boat, and I have so much knowledge and so much compassion to want to help people, especially those that I love, my family and my friends and even my patients. And I thought, I want to help them, and I want to help me be healthier. And so I wanted to start a blog, and I wanted to start a YouTube channel to be able to help people. And I hate all these different weight loss programs, and they're like, well, join my weight loss program, we're going to charge you $10 a month, we're going to charge you all this much money. And I know so many people, they just can't afford it, and nobody can pay that much money. And I thought, if I could find a way to help people lose weight in a very inexpensive way that would be free or nearly free, and what do I get out of it? I get to be the teacher, which means I'm going to learn, and it's going to teach me a level of commitment that's actually going to make me stick to my goals. So this is for you, and this is for me. So let's go on this journey together. Let's get healthier together, and let's do this. So here's my plan. So number one, we're going to be mindful. And what does mindfulness mean anyway? Most of you are probably scratching your head thinking mindful. So I came up with this little picture, okay? So if you look at it, so many of us our brains are worried, okay? We're worried, we're stressed, we're thinking about food, we're worried about the time, we're thinking about money, and our brains are full of unhealthy patterns. We're just so much clutter in our brain that we're not taking a time to enjoy and see what's right in front of us, okay? So I picked this location. I was hoping for a sunshine and a sunrise. It's a crack of dawn, but unfortunately it's a cloudy day in Louisiana. But it's about new starts. It's about a new year, and I was hoping for sunshine. I love sunrises. I feel like it's a new day with a new start. And so this is a new year with a new start. And so come with me. And so there's only one thing we're going to tackle on. I'm going to send out a video every Friday night or Saturday morning, and we're going to come up with a plan. And our plan, we're going to talk about it more in detail as things go on, but our plan right now is just to be mindful. So when you eat that food, I want you to think about it. I want you to think about how it feels. How does it make you feel? Does it make you feel happy? Does it make you feel unhealthy? And one experiment that we have is called, well, a lot of people call it the grape experiment or the raisin experiment, but you take a piece of food, okay? You smell it, you look at it, you feel it. So it can be a grape, a raisin, or a small orange, and you smell it. And you smell how the orange smells, and you smell how you can sense the way that it might make your saliva come more and you're getting ready to eat it, especially if you're really hungry. And then you can peel it and you think about it and you think, am I hungry when I want this orange? And I want you to evaluate your hunger score. So over the next few days until our next video, think about when you eat. And think about, am I hungry for this food right now, or am I just eating it? Am I eating it only because it's in front of me, or am I really hungry? So just focus on your habits, okay? And then take the piece of fruit or whatever you're trying this experiment with, and I want you to chew it. Close your eyes. Really taste it. See what it tastes like. And I want you to feel the crunch, taste the sweetness, and really savor that food. And we're going to try more experiments. And one of my apps that I want to recommend to you guys is an app, and it's called Mindfulness Coach. It's a VA app. It's free, and it's about mindfulness. And on that app, when you click on it, and you click on the practice, there is a mindful eating. So I want you to click on it because it's free, and I want you to take a piece of fruit or a raisin or a grape or whatever you feel like trying, just something very simple, and I want you to take 8 minutes to really savor that food. And I want you to think about when you eat about, are you hungry? Does this food bring you happiness? Does it make you feel better, or does it you feel worse after? Just check your fullness level. Are you eating so you're so full, or are you eating just enough that you enjoy it and then you're just comfortably full, or you're satisfied? So think about it. Try to work on being mindfulness, particularly with your food, and we're going to talk about it more at my next video. So have a great new year. Enjoy this wonderful day, and commit with me to participate in a year of mindfulness. Happy New Year.